during lockdown, things have been really difficult. Obviously, what I was saying about engaging with people being kind of difficult, but obviously watching the TV, and I think when they announce a tears, I feel like it makes my life hard, but obviously it will make other people's life hard. Sometimes we can't actually do the things we love doing. And one thing I struggle with is going back to work, especially with the touch shops, doing those, but also engaging with people. Obviously, we can't do the things that we used to a long time ago because it's made it more difficult. And obviously, the things I love doing has got to be put on hold for now because of the lockdown. So I feel kind of a bit upset, a bit stressed, emotional, wound up. Um, obviously, obviously, it was making my life difficult because we never used to be like this as a country. Lockdown used to make people, before this was happening, life was easier. We could do the things we love doing. But now we're just in a situation where during lockdown where we have to do things that people tell us to do. So obviously watching Boris Johnson on TV has made our lives difficult, and seeing other people suffer with special needs difficult. Also, one thing I found hard is doing things. My mind tells me 1 minute I'm feeling okay, next minute I'm not. So that's how I feel, really. That's my word on that question. And also, even though we've got to be strong, it's difficult, and people are suffering with deaths, dying. Just that's how I think, and I'm scared that I'm going to die of it because it makes my life difficult. And obviously, that's why I'm getting my jab on Saturday, to protect myself.
In lockdown, it was a bit difficult, and in different days, it's a bit hard for me because I'm disabled. And I get help by my family. I find it a bit difficult to try and stand, so I get my cousin Tash to help me to speak for me, speak what it means, and I understand a bit more because when I go out, I just don't understand what they tell for me. So my cousin explained to me, so I understand but much better, and it helps me understand everybody. I get help by some of the people help me to understand much better. On my cousin help me much better because I got speech impairment. I can't talk properly, but it takes time and takes a little time to speak good as anyone. So I just try to understand, to ask someone to help me, to explain to me, and I just try for everybody's sake, I won't get it wrong, but I just do my best, and I can't do everything because of the lockdown, but I miss my big brother Brian because he keeps me company.
Find basically the tears really frustrating and really stressful, and the tears, let alone the tears, and obviously for me, seeing the tears, tier one, tier two, tier three, they're not stopping the tears, and I just feel this making me feel a lot worse about myself. Obviously the tears, even though, and I'm finding just life hard, and since lockdown I'll just find loads of things hard. I found, especially just, obviously I'm not emotional. Obviously I want to be careful because I'm not an emotional guy, but it's made me just feel low about myself, and I'm still feeling low about myself now, let alone talking about it. It's making me feel a bit upset. But obviously we have to be strong. And I'm all right. Boris always says things that are going to get on people's nerves, and obviously when Boris does say stuff, it does annoy me. But it's made me realise about myself more as a person, that we just got to do things as a country to get by, and hopefully just be strong. And that's what Louise said on Facebook. We all got to be strong, but obviously we're not as strong as we used to be. We're all going through it. We're all going through hell. We're all going through a difficult situation, and it's not just us. Some people say to me around it, "Oh, it's just us that's got a COVID." It isn't. It's all of us in one little bubble are not coping very well with it. Until this lockdown is finished, we're never going to know. So that's my word on the answer.
Shows everybody, don't be so nasty and horrible and cruel to each other. Don't be so spiteful and prejudiced. Okay? Be kind, lovable, and be polite to everybody around you, because we all live once in this world, and we're not going to come back. So live like human beings and Christians as well. Okay? Keep it like that.
There's a lot of things have happened to people with learning disabilities. It's made their lives a bit hard for people to accept things. Some people with learning disabilities can't come to terms with the lockdown, and there has to be sacrifices for those people with special needs, but to get support, and obviously to ask hard for things a bit more. Like some people I know struggles, especially with learning disabilities, and they have to ask their parents help during lockdown. Like some questions, like one person said to their mum once, "Oh, why are we in lockdown?" And obviously she was emotional. It made me feel a bit worked up, quite emotional, and I think I had to tell her to calm her down and say we are in lockdown and we are gonna get through it either way. But I feel in this question, like people with learning disabilities has struggled with a lot of things during lockdown. In my own situation, even though my disability is mild, but just I feel like really for people in lockdown, I feel I think even though it's affected everyone, but I feel like people with learning disabilities, it's had a big impact on those people with learning disabilities. And I feel like even though other people has an impact, like other people one that ain't got learning disabilities, I feel more sorry for people with learning disabilities as to suffer. And I'm sorry to say this, but it's made their lives hell. Never mind about the other people with learning disabilities. It's made other people with learning disabilities more frustrated and upset because they can't accept the way COVID is. So basically, during the lockdown, socialising has been more difficult for me. Work, some things we can do, like we have to do this job on Zoom, which is a bit more easier, but till the COVID goes and we get into the real world, till Boris says, "Oh, things can start getting back to normal," then we can do things we love doing, like the socialising part. I feel we can't socialise as much, and that's what's becoming difficult, because Boris says 1 minute we can go to gyms, we can go to cafes, we can go to parks. We can't do any of those things, and that's what's the difficulty. Like say if my friend arranges a dinner, we can't go out because of the lockdown, pubs being closed, restaurants, stuff. So people try to do things, book things, go out, eat, drink, whatever. But what's been the most difficult part is just people just realising that people go far and beyond booking these things, and it's making it more harder, especially seeing Boris on TV saying, "Oh, we got to do things things being cancelled. So, all right, we can't go in pubs now, but it doesn't mean when lockdown's over, we can't do those things again or socialising. And I feel as a person, this is getting ridiculous now because we hear people saying, especially if people say, give an example, we're going on holiday, we're booking a flight, we can't book flights, and that's becoming an issue. You can't go in people's houses, you can't bond with people. The worst thing is for me, as a family, you can't go out and hug people. So say if I want to go out and hug my brother Lee, I can't because it's becoming more of an issue. So the only way we're going to be able to socialise with these people or go back to work, especially work at the moment, especially I can't go back to my 3,000 caravan because it's just an issue. So that's why I'm doing my job to protect my customers and my voluntary work to make sure those people are safe. So really, work-wise, at the moment, we're doing what we can to get through the lockdown, especially with the Zoom thing. It's getting easier.
I find hard to speak because I got speech impairment, you know, and it's hard for me and very hard to understand people. Sometimes some people they just talk and chat to me, but sometimes I don't understand what they're saying. But sometimes I need a bit of help in the end. In what I have to, what is coming along, and anything that come along comes at one day at a time. I know this. I know there's people who won't tell me this. Won't tell me this, but I'll get there and tell. And my brother and my cousin Tash always say I can do it, and I can do it, and I will do it. I won't give up my chance to do what I want to do in life. Tasha and Joe is always telling me don't give up, and especially my brother Joe gives me a lot of points to not to give up, and I want to know how I do it. But I knew I'd do it through lockdown. It wasn't easy for me. Other people find it easy, but I find it hard because I've got speech experiment as you know already, and I find it a bit hard.
We say that we have been texting during lockdown and calling during lockdown, but sometimes speaking to people is not the same as seeing each other in person. So there is a lot of basically a lot of pressure, especially if you want to meet up with someone, especially going out for a drink or some food. It makes it difficult. But obviously since the lockdowns happened, a lot has changed. So it has been more difficult for me to go out and see people and just so just speaking to them or hugging them. You can't do that. So at the moment I'm just texting and Messenger and just WhatsApp. That's all I'm doing really. I can go in Zoom. So basically during lockdown, Zoom's been quite easy for me, especially when we have to do these work things on Zoom. I've had trouble with my tablet last week, so I had to basically come to terms with that. And obviously with my mum being at work, it's been really difficult for me, so I had to find a way to fix it. And I'm just, especially doing something today, managed to get on my tablet, and that's a really good feeling because I'm not very good at fixing tablets, but obviously it took me 2 days to fix it over the weekend.
Cousin Tash, it just keep me informed and everybody else, and I have to keep safe indoors. She helped me through the COVID, and she stood by me and she helped me through, and she gave me a lot of loving for the COVID, and that was nice. And to make sure I'm alright, and can phone me up and all that stuff, and she been chatting me up, chatting me nice things and giving me up good news and cheering me up. That was nice. And I've been in Zoom. It was good. It's very good. You can see people on Zoom, and it's more and it's helping to learn more as well. That is new to me anyway. I didn't like it, but I got used to it anyway. When Gabby rang me, she rang me on my phone and said, "Why didn't you do Zoom?" I was very upset because I didn't know how to do it. So my brother helped me with that, and it was nice of him. And it was so good it was so good to him, so good to do it for me. And plus, when I got to know it, I got so excited. And then she said, it's still the same thing, still get paid. So I said, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna try and see how I succeed in the end. But I did, didn't I? Didn't I? I did at last, and I done it. And I'm not that. I'm not a coward. I want to do things in life and prove wrong that I can do things.